He was only 7 when the world gave up on him. No birthday cake, no bedtime stories, no one tucking him in. His life didn't begin in a warm room, but on a cold sidewalk, lit only by flickering streetlights and the occasional passing car. His name was Eli, a name nobody called. His mother, gone. His father, a ghost with no address. The streets weren't just where he slept. They were where he grew up. At an age when most kids learn to tie their shoes, Eli was learning how to hide from cops and stay warm using newspaper. He wasn't reading storybooks. He was reading keep out signs. Every morning, he'd wipe windshields at traffic lights. Drivers barely looked at him. Some scowled. Some pretended not to see him. But every now and then, someone dropped $1. That dollar meant a sandwich, or socks, or sometimes just hope. In the evenings, Eli would stare into diners from the outside, watching families laugh. He'd imagine what it was like to belong, and yet he believed. He didn't know why, but somewhere in that small, hungry body was a thought he never let go of. Maybe I'm not meant to stay here forever. One cold afternoon, digging through trash for food, he found something unexpected. Not leftovers, but books. Moldy, torn, faded. But to Eli, they were gold. He couldn't read yet, but he held those books like treasure. That night, he sat under a broken streetlight. Letter by letter, he began. He traced the words with his fingers, repeated what he heard walking past, practiced in the dirt using bottle caps as letters. And then one sentence changed him. Success isn't for the lucky, it's for the brave. That sentence became a fire inside him. He started collecting discarded newspapers. He stole moments near public libraries just to hear people speak. He'd sit outside community colleges, watching and listening like a silent student with no classroom. At 16, he found a job sweeping floors at a small roadside coffee stand. The owner didn't trust him at first, but Eli showed up every morning. Rain, cold, didn't matter. In exchange for sweeping and closing shop, the owner let him use Wi-Fi at night. That cracked secondhand phone became his school. He watched hours of YouTube tutorials on HTML, JavaScript, and app design. Free startup podcasts, business lectures. He took notes in the back of old receipts and napkins. One night, the coffee guy chuckled and said, "You building Facebook back there?" Eli just smiled, because he believed in something no one else saw. He started building an app not for himself, but for vendors like the one who gave him Wi-Fi. It helped small street sellers track their money, expenses, and supplies. He coded in parking lots. He tested while sleeping next to vending machines. After over a year, it was done. He launched it and waited.
No downloads.
No response. Nothing. For weeks. But one evening, a young journalist from a startup magazine found the app, used it, loved it, and tweeted, "This app built by a homeless teen in Brooklyn just blew my mind." That tweet exploded. In the next 30 days, Eli hit 10,000 users. Tech blogs covered his story. Local news called him the silent builder. And 1 month later, a social impact investor offered him $150,000. At 21, the boy who once begged for change was now employing 18 people. He runs his company from a small office, still walks to work, still brings coffee to his team every morning, still uses a cracked coffee mug. Because Eli isn't chasing status. He's building something he never had. Stability, meaning, family. He doesn't want to forget the streets. He wants to build a road out of them for someone else. Not all poverty is about money. Sometimes it's the poverty of love, the poverty of safety. But hope can live even in an empty pocket. Even in a small boy under a streetlight with no one but his dream. You don't need to be born with a silver spoon. You just need to refuse to stay hungry forever. If Eli's story moved you, share it. Type, "I will rise too" in the comments. And subscribe for more real stories of grit, growth, and rising from nothing.